Hey guys, we are live from the Bathurst Hyperspace Trial, the first big one for New South Wales. I'm Tom.
And I'm Jaren.
And we're going to be commentating this game with Morgan Reid against John Haynes. So we're just about to start, the handshaking, and I'm going to transition over to the game. Okay, so Jaren, talk us through the squads.
No worries. So we just saw John, just completely naked, Tavson, Danison. I'm just going to refer to them as Tavson and Petty Officer because they sound pretty similar. And Kylo, just bare bones, just they got great abilities, so I think he's just leveraging that. He's deployed actually, he hasn't adjusted his deployment from the last game. It's exactly the same. I think Morgan's got a big advantage on his rocks here. He's got a massive open spread. John's Kylo is moving last because Morgan's a full 200. They both got Tavson, great ability. We talked through the squads twice last time. We didn't have the mics on.
Oh, right, okay.
First time we didn't have the mics on. Second time we didn't have the mics on. So it was the best you've ever heard, just you'll never hear it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So, you hit a good point. Morgan Reid is the full 200. A bit of a thicker Kylo. Quick draw is a massive threat to John's Kylo.
Yeah.
So if you can leverage that. Morgan's also a very, very aggressive...
there it is.
There you go. A very, very aggressive Upsilon player. But he plays him very wide. So he has the whole field to engage, to see where these the enemy ships are going to go.
Yep. He's in a good spot here. I mean, so from John, I'm not stalling that turn. I don't know what the other guy's doing. Yeah, I don't know. You think he's revealed both styles already? I wouldn't stall here because Morgan has Kylo as well. He can get to Kylo.
Oh yeah.
And Quickdraw's got a 5 straight. He can get there. You can do it a cute one turn and barrel roll back and boost or whatever, but Kylo can get there.
Well, we've already had a bump. So that's the thing. Morgan's already putting huge pressure on Kylo. And I think you're right. John should have maybe put his Upsilons in a better position to take control of this midfield.
So the deployment he has in the bottom corner, move it to the center of the field, and then it doesn't matter what happens. You can...
Yep.
One of them can 3 bank out, one of them can 2 turn out, and you can get to where you need to be. But putting them in a corner like that actually means that I think the top one is Tavson. It's kind of hard to tell. He's going to be out of the game for a long time.
Yep.
He's got a 2 turn, then he's got a 3 bank or whatever. But he's going to be out of the game for a long time. So we've actually potentially got some free turns on Kylo. I don't think so. Kylo's doing a 5 straight.
5 straight boost barrel. Yep.
But again, he's giving Morgan the choice. He's giving him a chance. He's giving him a chance to either inflict some early damage on him. I don't think Morgan will. I think Morgan will slow down now and just... But again, Morgan's dictating John's turn. John will do a 5 forward. He has to leave. Because if his Kylo does a 5 forward and John does something short and cute, he's going to be trading shots. And Morgan's one with hate means he can aggressively spend Kylo back, and if he takes any damage, whatever, he's going to get his force tokens back. So
so what we're going to see here is John generally, the very bottom Upsilon, the bottom right, will do a 2 bank. The one that it's touching, facing the board edge, will be doing a 2 hard. But, that could have been 1 turn earlier to start taking control of this midfield. So while we say that that Quickdraw puts a lot of pressure on Kylo, Quick draw against 4 dice, he runs the risk of just losing all his shields in 1 hit. But we're going to see a lot of, I think, good use of the coordinate to reposition. Morgan loves using a barrel roll and that 3 sloop as well, or just aggressively using tokens before Quick draw does a really quick move. Which just, and Morgan's in a perfect position right here to even, I don't know, about a 2 forward target lock Kylo or a 3 forward target lock Kylo, and then, the damage race is on.
Absolutely.
He's already got the advantage.
I'd go quick on Kylo here, just take a free target lock.
Yep.
And if his Kylo doesn't leave, whatever. It's largely, I don't think he's going to get much on John's Kylo here, but a free target lock, that's relevant.
Yep.
That can come up at some point.
There's the 2 hard.
I think his quick draw and his Tavson, though, are going to start
slowing down.
They might keep going straight because the rocks are kind of a bit awkward there, and Kylo where he's a little bit awkward. Yeah, he's going to keep going straight.
Yep, and he's got a 2 hard through that lane or just a bank around the bottom.
Just bank,
Yep.
One bank, and he'll slot pretty much through that gap, set up a good joust. Quick draw might just 2-turn here. I don't know. You probably should maybe keep following Tavson. It's hard to tell. Morgan's very good at adapting on the fly.
Yeah. Especially with so much leverage from the coordinate off Tavson. Because he's free to coordinate every single round and then just take, offensive actions.
Yeah, I mean, you'd still probably focus on Tavson. His shot really matters.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
I often find that when they coordinate with Tavson, that's when you can ignore him. Because it's just spray and pray after that. So if you don't shoot him, he's never going to get the focus target lock.
Interesting, yeah.
Because Tavson can use his ability twice in one shot. If you take 2 damage, you can pop that twice.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you shoot him, you're giving him... It's a 5 forward. You're giving him... Morgan just 2 forward.
2 forwarded with Kylo, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's good positioning.
So again, we've stalled with the bottom right-hand shuttle, which is, I think John's looking for a reset.
Yeah.
But I think that's so much pressure on John now to force this engagement. And Morgan's just able to set up all of his ships in this asteroid field to get maximum advantage, basically.
Yeah, Morgan's in a great spot. The stall on the bottom shuttle, it's actually okay. I mean, you would hate for that shuttle to arrive earlier than the other one.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
just one shuttle versus Morgan's entire list. It's not a good situation. So stalling it, slowing the game down, trying to get some positioning back. It's great move. Regarding what Little Nedved just said, they have introduced a rule.
That's Seb.
No. Wasn't sure if he was going incognito.
Oh, right. Sorry, mate. Blue cover.
We just stuck that up, mate.
Yeah.
So the rule for fortressing is if all of your ships fortress.
Yeah.
What happens after that? You lose the ammo or something.
If they do it 2 consecutive turns, then you're out.
That's it.
However, the Yanks have ruled it as if the intent for stalling is there, it's unsportsmanlike.
Yep.
So, I mean, if it was this, I think the American system open, if you do it even with only 2 ships or whatever, and you have a free ship, they'll still
now
disqualify you.
See, I disagree with that. 2 ships is fine.
Yeah.
Like Kylo's still out there. I mean, Kylo's still... I say this with the quotation marks, out there playing.
Yeah, playing the game.
But I think 2 ships is fine because something for an Upsilon, its pass really matters. And it's like people used to get upset when the old Omicron in the corner and the Ace was holding it still.
Bump.
Its pass really matters.
Especially when it didn't have a back arc.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't afford to waste it. And so these Upsilons don't have a back arc. The Omicrons do now, so you can afford to make the wrong choice. But these Upsilons, especially John having 2 of it, he's doubled down on it. Can't afford to stuff this pass up.
No, not at all. So what are we going to see from Morgan here? Do we just set up and start slow rolling here?
Because they don't have a 1 bank blue, I don't know if he's going to stall Tavson or not. I've long ago given up predicting what Morgan's going to do for an opening engagement. So
Sure.
I've long ago given up. It's good here. I mean, you go straight here, you turn, you come down the board
yep.
edge. It's nice, wide and open. It's great.
What do you take the Kylo bait in this match, or do you just focus on the Upsilons and try and keep your quick draw healthy for the late game?
So the way that we both, so like me and Morgan, we've obviously developed a big playbook for this kind of stuff. And by playbook, I mean it's in our head, so you can't get a copy of it. What you want to be doing in a Kylo game or a Sunti game or whatever, you want to be applying pressure to Kylo while maintaining arc on something else you can shoot.
Yep.
So he wants to be applying pressure to Kylo to make him run away, or even if you catch him, even better. But you always have a backup shot. You always have a backup shot being, I'll just shoot Tavson, or I'll just shoot Dennison. I'm just going to have a shot, because you always then you're still applying pressure. Your pressure is always there.
So that's a failed barrel roll from Morgan's Kylo.
That's upsetting.
Hey, Trav.
Hello, mate. That's upsetting for Morgan.
It is upsetting for Morgan.
Kylo's still fine.
The hard one there is interesting for John.
It makes his next move awkward. I think he needs the barrel roll.
Yeah. Morgan's Kylo could be in trouble here, though, but with a double reposition, it's likely going to be all right.
He'll plug in he'll either go a neutral move, which gives him options to leave or stay.
Yep.
Or he'll just plug in a move. I don't think a 3-turn will fit there without clipping that debris. pretty sure it won't.
3 bank toward the board
Three
edge
bank
might
will
be
do
good.
it.
Yeah.
But see John's bottom upsilon,
Yep.
it can't go straight.
Yeah,
can't
for,
go
for,
straight,
for many
so-
reasons, yeah.
So knowing that, I mean, it can go straight. You can always take the debris field.
But that just makes Kylo's and the other Upsilon's entry like very, very strange.
Yeah, it's this is awkward. You know what I mean? Like, I like the Kylo barrel roll from John there because obviously that Upsilon Tavson with the 2 charges is going to go straight. So if he'd left Kylo there, it makes Kylo's maneuvers awkward. Now Kylo's kind of in an okay spot. Probably do a 2 bank something the next round.
Do we have a shot?
Maybe.
Yeah. Ooh, it's close.
Don't know.
It looks like a range 3 engage.
Yeah, you just get. So this is what the judge is there for.
Yeah.
So the other top 4 game for your guys' info is Tim versus Nathan.
Nathan Skelly, yep.
Nathan
First order
Skelly
against Imperial.
has forfeited.
Yes.
He's just straight up forfeited. He cannot make it to World Championships. Since we're out in the sticks out here, you could say Australia's not exactly close by. Worlds invites really matter. So Tim, he wants to go to Worlds. Nathan Skelly, Mr. Good Guy, has said you can go. And I think Tim gave him the might have given him the top 4 loot, which is the book.
Yeah, could have done.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's all good.
I don't think Tim really wanted any binders.
Nah, Tim's probably got enough. I think that's an arc. I don't know.
It
It's hard
looks
to tell
like
from here.
it. I don't really agree with measuring from the outside arcs, but in this case, it's
kinda
alright.
hard,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, they're
Well,
both top 4 anyway, of
there you
course.
go.
So maybe he gave him the hero card for the top 2.
Fair,
Pass it
yeah.
over. Anyway, so trading shots here is actually kind of beneficial for Morgan, I think, if he
Yeah.
gets the shot. Because Hate
Absolutely.
Kylo is just going to be able to spend
He'll
those
just
force
aggressively
charges.
spend force. He probably just. I would probably just take it as a gimme shot, and if you get one, you get one. I don't even know if you want to take the shot because it's free Kylo you're going to give out.
Yeah.
So Morgan will take the shot properly, obviously because he cares because he's measuring so much. You would hate to go through this effort to just go. Actually,
I'm not going to
I
shoot.
thought about it. I don't want to shoot. So obviously he's gonna go for it. Okay, so they've said he doesn't. So
No shot. But here Morgan's going to get a free Kylo
Morgan's, free
dark
Kylo.
side.
So I would not take this shot. 3v5.
Roll on the dice.
Don't take the
box.
shot. Don't take. Okay, take the shot. So was it obstructed?
It was not, but it was range 3.
Okay, so free Kylo. there
And
it
here
is.
we go. Panic
Boom.
Pilot.
Panic Pilot. That's what you want. So
Wounded's
that's
not
what I was
bad
talking
either.
about last game. So, hey, yeah, wounded's okay. Well, I forget you get wounded. I'd still go panic. Panic allows you
Yeah.
to get
Hammer
a
him
free
one
turn
time.
of hammering it. Panic's exceptionally bad for like if let's say John was stressed currently, which he
Not.
should.
Oh, he should be, actually.
No, Tavson might have.
I coordinated the focus, my bad. Yep, that's what happened.
I think so, yeah, because he's not stressed. That
Yep.
must have been what happened. So if Kylo is stressed, which not happening this turn, but later it might, you get to that awkward spot, triple stress.
Oh,
You got 2 turns, 2 free turns on Kylo to get rid of him.
and at that point, Quick Draw just hammers him range 1 or
Yeah, or-
something similar.
Yeah, exactly.
Even a 5 forward can't
It
get too much
becomes just
leverage.
a plug and play spud. Triple stress. You got 2 turns where you're going to be just wherever he lands is wherever he lands, and if you pick it, you're going to nail him. Still got the force charges, so not as weak as other ships in this situation.
So Strong Hammer, the focus was coordinated off Tavson to Kylo, and then Kylo just took 1 action, which was a barrel roll.
Correct. Yeah, because he just 1 turn, didn't he? Yeah. So he's well within range.
Morgan's Tavson's actually in a fantastic position right
Yeah,
here.
2 turn.
Just coming around that side,
Great spot.
being able to really engage in the middle, pincer move from Quick Draw and Tavson.
Yep.
And if you take 1 shield off Quick Draw, those guys are going to pour 10 dice just by themselves.
Yeah, Quick Draw could potentially just melt. I really like Morgan's Tavson position. He can 2 turn in, and there's not much chance of him being punished for it. Mainly because the petty officer down the bottom can't go straight. He could go big straight, but that kind of ruins
You talking bottom left in the center?
bottom left center.
Yeah, sorry.
So
Yeah.
it can't go straight. It can do a big move straight, but it kind of gets awkward for Tavson then. So I think that's going to bank. I think John hit so many debris fields last game. He's got PTSD. He's banking. All right.
Interesting.
Which
he could stall.
Yeah, again,
I don't really like it though, because then Tavson gets in his way.
I don't think they have a 3 blue straight. So again, the 2 blue straight will just, again, it's just stalling the inevitable. So,
Yeah.
but of the two, Tavson's move is the one, like, you don't care about Thanison. You really care about Tavson.
Yep.
You do not want Tavson getting stressed and accidentally hitting that debris field.
Tavson never wants to get stressed.
No.
Unless you're doing like a one
so
hard.
would you take the Kylo bait here?
As John?
As John. I mean, it's not bait. It's a legitimate threat. Kylo has to come forward.
Yeah.
So he can one turn back and barrel roll. Like
Could do it. And that, Morgan might do it.
And Thanison can coordinate him. So like he's got things he can do. He could do 2-turn, coordinate.
Boost.
Kylo can do 2 actions.
Yeah.
Take the stress, then reveal a blue maneuver and just leave.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's there.
Absolutely.
So knowing that,
The boost straight too hard toward quick draw is not bad, and just
it's okay,
get out of there.
But then you can't boost again, so
That's
it gets
very
awkward.
true.
So
Yep.
you could coordinate I don't know. You could do something. You try and figure it out. I mean, hell, you could just coordinate a 1 boost left and 5 straight and just leave.
Yeah.
Taking that advantage. Taking that advantage, the thing. Yeah.
Excuse me.
What's quick draw doing? Just 1 bank in, 2 bank in.
I think slow roll. You don't want to get caught.
Not by the
You don't want to just
slots.
accidentally get caught at range 3 of both of those.
Yep.
'Cause
Exactly. 1 bank toward the board center, not too bad. See what he
it's
can
okay.
grab
It's
the
pretty
target
neutral.
on something.
Still leave if you want to.
Yep. So what have we done? Looks like we are doing a 2 bank, 3
He's
bank.
going
Okay.
big. It's okay. Like that's fine. You potentially can maybe catch Kylo if Kylo's leaving, and you can always just 2-turn next turn.
Yep.
So whatever. But again, he's ruined his approach on quick draw.
Yeah.
But I mean, you might just get a range 3 trade and take all his shields right now.
Which would hurt.
That definitely sets Morgan back.
Reinforce though, so no.
Okay,
mods?
so he shouldn't get that happening. So if I was going to go, okay, maybe I can get quick draw here. You focus. You got 12 health. You want to maximize your chance of just putting down 4.
Rip that band-aid off.
Just rip it off.
Yep.
Rip it off for nothing as well. Like you might lose 4 shields, like whatever.
Yep.
So going big like that, it's very cheeky, but you spoiled it with a reinforce.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like this is free information for Morgan, really. So he's able to coordinate responsibly to get Kylo out of this sticky situation.
Absolutely.
I mean, ideally he might even be able to block John's quick draw. John's
Block the Kylo, that's right.
Kylo.
It's right there. So boost, he can now barrel roll if he wants to, but he's not going to.
Looks like he's probably going to be doing a white move as well.
Who, Kylo?
Yeah,
No,
because
he
he
can
didn't
do blue.
stress. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But I mean, the only option he had to stress there was a barrel roll.
Yep.
Which is
But he could have done the focus boost.
yeah.
Yeah. But the 5 forwards looking real good right now off Kylo.
Oh yeah.
And then, as you were talking about before, all of that stalling that John did to try and maintain a very, very good approach with his Upsilons.
Spoiled it.
Yep.
Spoiled it getting greedy. I think it was. I mean, it depends. So you coordinate. Would you coordinate the talent? So I don't know if you're in range of quick draw there. Maybe. Who knows? Where he is right now.
I don't think he
But
will
if
be.
if Thanison moved up and focused, you would then coordinate Thanison, and you potentially go for a target lock maybe or something. I mean, if I was Morgan, I would not shoot that that Tavson, because you're going to feed a target lock or focus to Thanison.
Yep.
Could go bad.
So that barrel roll might have blocked the 5 forward off Kylo.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter
It
because
does, but
he's
he's
not
out
going
of
to get
arc.
shot.
And the best place to be
He's out of
for
arc.
being in an ace is to literally be hard up on them.
Yep.
They can't get you.
No way. I mean, a 1 hard, even a Talon, like anything is nice next turn for Morgan's
Straight
Kylo.
bang, there you go. So Kylo's out of trouble. Not only is Kylo out of trouble, he's behind the Upsilons.
Which puts so little pressure on him
This
now.
is why these Upsilons annoy me. You don't fold their wings out.
Just put him up.
John was pretty sloppy last game. He doesn't need any help.
So quick draw could be in trouble here. It just depends. But again, like Morgan's Tavson is in such a good place.
Oh
he's,
yeah,
He's going to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
I'm not sure if he's in range of John's Upsilons, but just any free
He's
shot
in
that he
range of
gets.
Kylo currently.
Yeah,
If Kylo doesn't
currently.
do anything. Kylo's already done a barrel roll. Okay.
He has, yep.
Already
That's
done it.
right. So the only one right now is a boost. And I don't know if that actually gets him out of arc.
Maybe like a straight boost, maybe.
He should boost. But now, Kylo's in the awkward position of being right in the way of those upsilons. So
He's getting in the way of himself just over and again. So this is what I was saying in the last game with Rick. More so for Rick, less so for John to start with. You're running this tight-knit unit. One, they can get in the way of each other, unless they're all similar initiative. Two, you dodge one, you dodge them all. So you arc dodge one, Kylo, tight-knit unit, just arc dodge all three.
Yep.
Even Tavson is in a great spot. Quickdraw, I don't know what Quickdraw's doing here. He's got a pretty good spidey sense. He knows when something's coming his way.
So, I actually think that...
He's already barrel. You can't do that.
I actually
Great
think
reminder
that
for
Morgan...
Great.
Sorry. Yeah, look at this. If Afterburners would have been fantastic.
I've always thought about putting Afterburners on Quickdraw because it situationally would be nasty. It's not good for Morgan because he can't barrel roll in. So either he's going to roll out and pray or he's going to stay still. They're both obstructed shots.
Yeah, we're going to roll out, pray. So we're going to have...
If he stayed where he was, I think he was going to take both upsilons.
Yeah.
But this is not a good spot because he could potentially lose his quick draw shields for nothing.
Yep. So we have unmodded shots from Tavson.
When I was last at World's final table with Nand, he didn't measure arc once. He was tired, and he just sat back and he'd get up and do his moves. And then when it came to measuring arcs, he just, even if it was an easy one, he'd judge.
Who?
Nand, Torfs.
Oh, right.
He's just judged. Can you just measure that arc for me? And that's what the judges, the final table of Worlds, man. There's three judges around you at all times. He literally just gave him the range rule and said, mate, you do it.
Yeah, you do it, please.
There's no question then.
Yeah, so
so Kylo's got a shot, range one. I mean, he might get...
He has already
Perfect,
coordinated.
yeah, great. Good to go.
Fresh shots.
Great move.
We've had...
Yeah, spin them both. Why not? I don't think quick draw's in range of Tavson there, so this is free damage.
Yeah. And hopefully, average, he should be getting 2 through on quick draw at range 2, like 2 hits.
So Tavson will take 2.
It's a good start.
First action is
Boost. No, that would be disgusting, wouldn't it? Focus, yeah,
Just
okay.
a
I probably would
focus.
have just reinforced 1.
So we had a 2 rock. Okay, so he's got 3 dice.
3. So Kylo doesn't have a focus there. He should roll 2 hits. He's gone big and gone 3, and Morgan has rolled
2 shields.
1 of 8. So 2 shields.
So it depends on what happens with this upsilon.
Best case for Morgan, he doesn't lose this last shield. That will be upsetting for him.
Yeah, so I think this is rigged. He'd already coordinated a barrel roll that turn, so he wasn't able to coordinate again.
Yep.
Okay, Tavson gets
This is
a big
good. He's
hit.
getting free damage into Tavson here. Potentially can almost get him shields down. So he does another 2. Okay, so he loses 1.
2 damage.
1.
1?
He had a focus.
Oh, yep, my bad. No, took 2. Must have rolled 1 of 8. This is the big turn. But, still turning on Fanatical is not bad for quick draw.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So
it's good to
it's
go.
not out of the game.
I think Morgan would be exceptionally unlucky here to... That's painful. So if he stayed where he was, he would have more agility, I think.
2 hits.
2 hits, so not dead. That's what matters. Okay, so he just lost shields for nothing. That's upsetting. But
It is
it's okay.
upsetting. Yep.
But like you said, Fanatical's up and running.
Yep.
That does make quick draw pretty dangerous. It's also a good spot. I mean, Kylo to follow quick draw, it's awkward. Tavson to follow quick draw is very awkward.
There it is. That's the Fanatical trigger that we're talking about, guys.
Yeah.
So, Morgan could potentially kill John's Tavson this turn. So trading shields for all of Tavson's not a bad trade. It just depends on how much John can follow up.
100%. Like,
The 2 hard, so John's options with that center upsilon are very limited because, see the debris cloud right in front of him. He's also got Kylo right in the way. I actually think that John might have gotten a bit too excited by the potential 5 block.
taking quick draws. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
But,
and
you know,
now he's like
taking quick draws shields for nothing.
massive,
Yeah,
absolutely
huge.
massive. However, he's now in an awkward position in this midfield because all of these overlapping pilot skills is going to cause some issues.
Absolutely.
And this Kylo position that Morgan's in right now is huge.
So I will say, if Morgan had stayed where he was, because I think he rolled forward, would have had the debris. Pretty sure he had debris for both attacks. So it would have been 3 agility, and he would have had a focus. And staying where he was makes it even harder for both those ships to follow him.
However, he would have probably gotten shot by Tavson as
Yeah, I
well.
know. That's what I mean.
So
There's always a downside.
yeah, absolutely. So what do you do with quick draw? Just another 5 forward? I don't really think you can be pursued.
I'm not 100% sure. I mean, you could get aggressive. I mean,
3
it all
hard in.
depends what Thanison does.
Yeah.
Because Tavison could turn towards quick draw if Thanison moves out of the way.
Yeah, and stresses itself. So what are we going to see? So we're seeing a hard one. He's going to be... or
Double stress. So I would have just done the 2. I mean, like, hard 1 does shorten it a little bit. But
yep.
I mean, 2-turn quick draw. Just barrel roll out of arc.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
nice. Yeah, so this is where you're upside. You want to just get maximum engagements from it. So Morgan's now going to get another shot with it. 1 turn in, 1 bank in, 2 turn in, next turn.
Yep.
Just going to
Perfect.
I mean, turning Thanison out has let Morgan's Upsilon get behind one of his so far. Potentially, if his Tavison turns up, both of them.
Yeah.
I would trade quick draw for that every day of the
Just
week.
that position,
Because once you're behind Upsilons, an Academy tie could kill both.
yeah, Brad, it should be 2 stress there. Okay, so he has gone that way, which is not a bad decision.
That's a good move. He
Yeah.
had to do that because, like I said, I would trade quick draw every day of the week
for
to
2
have your
Upsilons,
Tavison behind both Upsilons.
Massive.
You'll machine gun both down. You could actually send your Kylo away and just... It doesn't matter after that.
So we're going to have probably a range 1 shot into Tavson. And then basically trade.
There's a sad part here. Morgan's Tavison shoots first.
Yeah, it's really sad.
In a Tavison off, it is always better to go second because you can be focused target lock.
Yep, absolutely. And now John's going to be reinforced focus target lock after Morgan's shot. So yeah, it's because that's what the glary template is
You
right
still
there.
shoot every day of the week though.
Oh yeah, but still Morgan's Kylo is in a fantastic position here.
Yep.
So I wonder what we're going to see.
So you do not want to boost on Kylo here.
No.
So if you block quick draw, he's out of arc or both. So
Yep.
you want to stay still. I'd probably just target. You got 2 4Cs, just target lock.
Yep.
Yeah,
There
excellent.
he is.
Nice. Target lock, don't move.
I think John's considering the boost.
Don't. His boost will block the 2-turn as well. Like
Yep.
all of the boosting options, unless Morgan has plugged into 5 straight, make it worse for John.
Okay, no, he's just going to call it. What do we got? We got a 3 hard turn.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Dodge Kylo and bump. Potentially could be no shots.
I think we do have no shots.
Oh, it's pretty
close
close
off the
on Kylo.
angle. Can't see off John's head.
If you had to bump one of them, which would you bump?
Or I'd probably bump Kylo if I could. Because
He's the hardest to bump though. There, I mean,
he's super hard
you
to bump.
definitely that 3-turn from Morgan is very clever because it actually any turn that Thanison did, he bumped.
Yeah.
Every turn was going to hit it.
So yeah, we can see Morgan put on fanatical
There you
perfectly
go.
for 3 hits.
And the reinforcers in the back, so it's 2.
So shields down. I think we actually might potentially see a damaged or dead Tavson this
It
turn.
will very hurt. Just deciding what to do. I would focus target lock.
Oh, 100%.
You've already done the reinforce. Yeah, I mean, you could probably coordinate. Second shield, second action. Disgusting.
It's so bad.
So
I jammed off the focus.
yeah,
of Tavson.
great move.
It's a pretty good
great
move.
move.
What do we got? 2 hits. Can't see. 2 more.
Yep, so Tavix has done a 4. So Kylo should wrap that up.
Here we go. Looks like we got some crits in there, though. 2 and a crit.
Ouch.
Doesn't matter what you roll if you crit. Well, if I rolled in my day. Oh, that's true. Sorry, you're right. Crit is
Crits.
Stunned.
2 crits.
No
wasn't it?
overlaps. No, so it was just 1. It was 2 hits and a crit, and then the reinforce
I thought you
brought it
said
down to
2.
1. Return
Oh,
shot. Oh,
you
that's a
willed
big
for
hit.
a focus. No, he doesn't have the focus.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh,
There you
big
got the 5
target
anyway.
lock.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, like, if I was Morgan, you don't care, like, there's 2 actions now. I would probably target lock onto Tavson or Kylo and maybe save the other one. There it is.
Yeah, we've seen a target lock
Tavson.
onto Tavson.
He'd probably just save the other one.
Kylo's going to...
There's
finish
no
off
action
Tavson.
worth doing right now. He's already spent the target lock. So if the target lock was still there, you'd spend the other action to jam it, but I don't think so. Like,
And Morgan's got a 1-point lead now. And yeah, I mean, Brad's doing our commentary of the game.
Yep.
Wide unplug, and apparently it slotted in perfectly there with no shot. So that's a huge turnaround for Morgan.
massive.
Because now this petty officer is really quite out of position. And a lot of the moves off quick draw are looking fantastic. Like a 3 bank into the center of the board.
Yeah.
Anything really.
There is no move that Kylo has that's not red. I mean, he's got the target lock and force, so he probably doesn't. He could do a red maneuver. But if Tavson decides to stall, like just 1 forward, stay still,
Yep.
take an out of the stress, so clear 1, game 1. Obviously, quick draw has to do a 3 bank to get over it. But even if quick draw stays still, it's fine for Morgan because, again, anything that's not a red maneuver, Kylo can't shoot.
Yeah. You don't think... No, you're totally right. A
There's
1
nothing that
hard
fits
would
there.
bump, 2
Yeah.
hard would bump.
3 hard goes past.
So you could stall, I guess. Yep.
Yeah,
Try
like
and get
stalling's
into
not the end of the
position.
world for quick draw here. I'm not saying it's what he's doing. It's always hard to predict Morgan because he's very good at switching from defensive to offensive, and he will
Yes.
switch back and forth. You'll watch every turn. I'm not saying he switches every turn, but he will switch from one to the other. So Kylo now, you watch Kylo's going to get very aggressive. He'll probably do a 3 straight, which means that if Tavson stalls, 3 straight makes it.
Yep.
If Tavson moves, 3 straight can chase him.
Yeah, so you're right there, Jaren. You know, you could stall with quick draw and just make sure that he's in a good position to threaten Kylo next turn
Exactly, yeah,
after
exactly. 100%.
And once that's done, we've got a 3-on-2 scenario, and it's looking pretty good.
With a like when you said that Petty Officer Tavson was a little bit out of position, I think a little bit is a understatement.
Yeah.
We mean a lot. I mean, but that's the gamble, you know. That's what I was saying last game. Sometimes getting damage on some of these ships early, it actually can like create the carrot on a stick situation, and that's what happened.
Yeah,
He went,
absolutely.
I got shields off quick draw, so therefore I must go for quick draw.
Got bloodthirsty.
But he got bloodthirsty, exactly right. Now he's heavily out of position.
He could have stripped those shields, turned in on and gotten the shields
put
off
2 onto his
Tavson.
Tavson,
Yep.
you know?
So we've got a 2 hard, and it's going to take him a while to turn around.
Absolutely. He's double stressed. Even when he does get around, just spray and pray. That's all he's got.
Yep.
You know now Kylo's probably doing a 3 turn, by the way.
Yep. Or a...
You hope Kylo's doing a 3 turn. I don't think 2 turn makes that, or it's close enough to warrant not risking it.
Yeah, so we're going to have a bump, but a very good
Yep.
position.
But he's
from
twisting his
Tavson.
arc around.
Yep.
It's a great spot. Twist
Real
the arc
slow.
around. There was no move really that was beneficial to any of his actions. Tavson's not getting a shot this turn unless he turns in, so he may as well just turn in, right?
Yep, absolutely. How many? Do we know how many? I think he only has 2 or 3 hull with Tavson. With
4, I
John.
thought it was.
4?
No, he took, I think
Oh,
he
yeah.
took the hit crit, so he's
He
got
did.
4 left.
Yeah. So if we see a fast move with quick draw here, like a 3 bank, Kylo and quick draw can double team and remove Tavson. I fail to see what John can do with his Kylo here that really swings his arc around. I don't know if a 3 turn's going to make it.
You're
to be
actually right,
honest.
because quick draw moves after.
Yeah.
So that's great for Morgan. So like Tavson's bumping now, so that's a damage.
No,
Wait,
so
hang
no,
on.
only on obstacles
I hate that dude crit, man. I get it mixed up
all the time.
all the time.
Well, he's gonna be taking the damage
He might
next turn,
carry 4
I'll
enough
tell you
to
that.
hit it anyway, but
Okay, no, it doesn't
stays
move at
still.
all, unfortunately.
that's fine. I mean, that's good for Morgan if he's done
Yeah,
the 3
3
straight.
forward,
Yeah.
range 1, just
See
take a
ya
target
later.
lock.
He's got double force up again, so
Yeah.
I love hate Kylo. You can
So
play
good.
so aggressive on him.
There's that 3 straight. Range 1.
So aggressive. 2 straight. It's fine. Still range 1.
Yep.
You can just play, like I said, just so aggressive on him because it doesn't matter. You take hits, doesn't matter. You just get your stuff back. So like on
Does only
average,
have 2 left.
he's dead. Yeah.
Does only have 2
So
left on tap.
Tavson, if dice go how they should, he's just removed.
Yep. He won't have a mod either. No reinforce, no nothing. So
Nothing. Yeah. Absolutely nothing.
So quick
Quick draw
draw
might shoot anyway. Quick draw could just
rotate arc, put pressure on Kylo.
yeah.
Well, he's actually going to target lock his Kylo and then use the
Interesting.
mods. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea because
Yeah,
he's got
well,
mods off the Force.
He's got both options then.
And barrel roll. Okay, so he's going to concede that quick draw is going to take care of.
So you know Quick
Tavson.
Draw's doing something there.
Yeah, 3 bank likely.
Because he's got Fanatical up and running. Because,
Yeah.
John very nicely took all his shields before.
Lovely. So this is where we see what Kylo's doing. 3 hard in.
Wants to go
Okay.
for it.
Oh, is
Clears
that going to
it.
be on
Yeah,
that
it clears
debris?
it. It's awkward though, because now he has to roll out.
Oh, he's done a
T-roll.
Talon. Okay, interesting.
Did Morgan's barrel roll keep him in arc?
No, it's just me.
Now here we go. So this is interesting because if we do get a crit through now from onto John's Kylo, we get a triple stress.
Yeah, it's not a good spot. With a Tavson bearing down on him.
Yep.
Yeah, so quick draw, you just target lock.
And John's Kylo's in a pretty predictable position right now as well.
So I was talking to Morgan. Oh, he's evading, probably because he's got such low health. He's only got 2 health left. On average, he should get him.
Should.
Quick draw.
Yeah, so he's got 4 dice. Should get it.
Yeah.
See what happens. Fanatical should get 3.
There's a lot of blanks there.
1.
It's okay, because I don't know if Kylo still has a shot there.
Now we get a reinforced back, likely. Oh, no,
I
it wouldn't
wouldn't,
because he's
because
got only 1 health.
To
No
a
point.
minimum of 1.
He's going to jam the evade off.
Nice, great move.
See if he's got a shot on Tavson.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's an unfortunate.
I don't think he does. Oh, it's unlucky, but like quick draws again, primed to follow Tavson. So.
Yep. Shouldn't get killed by Kylo here either.
Be very unfortunate.
So
It's
are
very
we-
unfortunate for Morgan there. I think
Yeah.
that some very below average. I was actually very below average there.
I think I would have been tempted by the target lock just to ensure it,
Yeah.
and then traded onto Kylo, try to get an early damage race
If he had shields left, I think he would have target locked.
if he had shields. Look,
Only
I
having
understand the
3
evade.
health left. Kylo's got 2 force and a target lock sitting on quick draw. Realistically, he should put down 3 hits. So the evade means that it's unless he crits, it's not possible to kill quick draw.
Yeah. Now, look, to be honest, we haven't seen a crit, unfortunately, but we've seen a force. And
Oh,
that's a lot
there's an
of
evade.
mods.
There's focuses.
He
So
might have to burn
best case
both.
for Morgan here, he's going to take 1.
Okay, take 1 shield.
Yeah, that's the right play.
So, I mean, if Morgan had killed Tavson, it would have been a very, very good exchange there. Because he still would have had the evade, range 3.
I think he's still in a good spot, even like losing. Even if he loses quick draw here, that's a focus. That's not good for him. I'd reroll all 3.
Yep, he's done it. And we've only seen 2, so he
quick
can't
draw's
die.
alive.
Okay, so he's still got 2 health left.
Yeah, it was the right call rerolling all 3 there because he's only got 1 force. If you had 2 force left, you could afford to leave that.
Oh.
But see, this is tournament etiquette, which wasn't happening last game. John was bumping a lot of things, and then he was repositioning them.
Right.
By right,
Opponent.
the opponent of the bumper, whether you bump your ship or your opponent's ship, your opponent will always reposition it.
So does John's Upsilon stall here?
It can't.
No?
It's got double stress.
Sorry, John's
Other
Tavson.
one. Okay. Yeah, I would.
Yep.
Yeah.
Force the bump on quick draw.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quick
Quick
draw
draw can 3 sloop.
Yep. Or she could also turn away toward the board edge and rotate the arc.
That's what I'd be doing if I was
Yeah.
Morgan. I'd turn away. The beauty of the SF is actually deceptively good. Quick draw is very dicey, but because he's got a white spin on everything,
Massive.
it's generally can always get the shot that he wants or a shot that's rock solid, you know.
But we're really engineering a situation here where Morgan's got 3 ships pressuring 2 of
That's
of
ideally
John's.
what he wants to get to.
Yeah.
If he loses quick draw on the next turn or 2, definitely gets harder for him. In that, quick draw is very good at, even at low health, can apply pressure to Kylo. Even if it's just perceived pressure of like he might get me. But losing quick draw, if I was John right now, I'd be going very hard at his quick draw. But again, Morgan's Tavson is in a great spot. And moving first, it means he doesn't have to stress himself to stay
just
still.
going to bump.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he's going to do a 3 hard with quick draw or something similar.
So I would be moving quick draw, probably like you said, 2 turn, because you're going into that loving embrace of that Upsilon 4 dice attack.
Oh, yeah.
So Kylo has to really think about it.
Would you go quicker? Oh, no. Well, so quick draw moves after
Exactly.
Kylo. So, yeah. It is, yeah. I mean, and now Morgan's Kylo could arguably just put heaps of pressure on John's other Upsilon.
So if I was John, I'd probably just do a 2-bank on Kylo and just stay still, because it blocks a lot of Morgan's Kylo maneuvers.
Absolutely.
And, there you go. Okay, he's leaving, so
Oh, he might even hit a rock. Oh, it's close.
be okay.
Yep, he's fine.
Again, quick draw or shoot backwards, he can get it.
Yep, should be fine. He could reinforce the back. Reinforce does nothing.
It's
He's
on
got
1 health, yeah.
I
It's
keep
like the
forgetting that.
literal worst situation for it.
I always forget that change
Yeah.
took place.
It's such a great change as well.
Oh, massive. It's really good. But that's freed up a lot of positions for Morgan's Tavson to go next turn, and all this pressure that can be put on Kylo is
I mean,
huge.
ideally, if... Great move from Morgan. That blocks the 2-bank.
I don't think it blocks a 2-bank, but a barrel roll
I think it
probably
does.
would.
I think if he stays there, he blocks the 2-bank. If he does anything that's... Okay, if he does... That definitely blocks the 2-bank.
Yep.
Or maybe. I don't know. If he stayed there, let's say you block the 2-bank, and any straight maneuver he does lands in front of Kylo, and because of where Kylo is, he can't leave. He's stuck there.
So he's actually doing a 2 forward.
So I mean, if Kylo had stayed where it was, he still can't leave. He's stuck. Morgan's blocked the barrel roll.
Yep, and he's blocked
There's
the boost
literally, there's
with
nothing he
quick
can
draw
do.
too.
Like, he's looking, but there's nothing he can do.
Yep. That's
Should have done that 5 straight alternative.
Yeah, 5 straight would have been
5
great.
straight would have been a good move.
Absolutely.
That bacon and egg roll, mate.
Oh, God. You stink, Tom.
Get out of here. Oh, it's always good being in the commentary box
Yeah,
with you,
that's
mate.
it, mate. Especially after that big barbecue feed last night.
Alright, so what are we doing? We're doing a barrel roll away.
Oh, my God. So not only did he just knock Kylo off the stick, but he also just moved that debris field. So you can see the top bottom left corner. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you can point that out, Brad, but the debris field is not 2-2 anymore.
Oh, the bottom left corner.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yep.
it doesn't matter, but
Yep.
it's there.
So he might be able to boost out, but now...
Nice. Yeah, looks like he's done it all right.
Yep. Now we've got to... Now Morgan's Kylo's on John's Kylo's tail. So
Yeah, and his quick draw is safe. It's a great move.
exactly.
So, like, it literally forced his Kylo to have to just turn and burn. Nice, fix
There
it
we go.
up.
3 turn right, rotate arc.
Yeah, spin backwards.
So I would take a target lock
Target lock,
here.
yeah, you got Fanatical.
Target lock Fanatical.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Worst case, you do 1.
There we go. Morgan making some sound effects to really get in the
Oh,
mode.
yeah, he gets really into it. And that's 2 hits.
Beautiful. Should be dead.
I don't know.
Could be
what range
range
is that?
3. No, it's dead.
No, it's dead. It's good. Trades it for nothing. It's beautiful. Beautiful move from the Kylo there, forcing his Kylo to run.
So now what would you do with Morgan's Tavson? 2 hard in?
Yeah, you wouldn't... Tavson, I mean, the 1 hard's nice. It's tight. Gives you a lot of space, but the ability
Switches
is
off.
so good.
I think the 2 hard also allows a lot of move. I don't think you'd be kind of getting in anyone's way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Morgan's Kylo's in a beautiful position to just go straight, boost around, keep the pressure on.
The beauty of his spot there is that the opposing Upsilon can actually never shoot at Kylo ever again.
Yeah.
These Upsilons and any of these ships like this, if you just keep sliding that back corner, no matter what happens, he can't get you. John actually kind of screwed himself there. So his 1 turn's unavailable, his 3 turns unavailable. Kylo's in the way of the 2 turn. He did save Kylo. It's always nice.
For now.
Yeah, for now. That's nice. But he's definitely made his options awkward. He might 2-bank. I think 2-bank might make that there. clear one of his stress. But again, like that Tavson's going to be punishing that guy.
Yeah. Tavson is in a
but
vulnerable.
Morgan's Tavson is only on one shield. So,
exactly.
You know, you got some luck going his way on John's side. You would think that they would. It should swing Morgan's way, but I think it might actually end up pretty even.
Yeah, I mean, spray and pray on an Upsilon with 4 or 5 dice will still do a lot of damage.
What a spray and pray that is.
Oh, it's a massive spray and pray. It's the worst feeling when you roll 5 dice and you get like two pitches. You're like, what?
Just while we wait for these guys to do their moves. Grant did that to me yesterday. He hit me with the dream shot, 6 dice from hard.
Ooh.
5 and a crit.
Oh my goodness. That's disgusting. So 2 bank the other way.
Okay, so that Dennison is never shooting again.
Never.
It's not happening.
I probably would have gone toward the center of the board.
Yeah.
Traded with Morgan's
30
Tavson.
minutes remaining. 2 turn. But again, I mean, 2 turn now.
No,
next
2 bank.
turn.
2 bank.
I
Clear
know,
the
but
stress.
I'm talking about next turn. So
okay,
2 turn, next turn. 2 turn from Morgan's Tavson. Lets him get a side shot on Thanison. Man, it's getting confusing. And looking at that, even when he finally can turn in again, he's going to bump he's going to bump Tavson. So, yeah.
The boost there is interesting because the 2 hard off Kylo. Oh, okay, he hasn't.
No, you can't get back to you.
No, he's on the debris. There you go.
That's a very interesting move. No. So I wouldn't even shoot Thanison there. Knowing that Thanison's never shooting at either of Morgan's ships again, you put everything into Kylo this turn.
2 bank right. 3 bank right?
Sloop.
No,
He's just run away saving points.
Nice. Spinning forward. Alrighty. So there's so much pressure on
we're
Kylo
going
now.
Kylo.
We're going to get half points. Likely. He'd be very. He's only got
very
1
good
force
chance
as well.
That he actually might just die.
Ooh, looks like yep, he's picking up 2. Oh, double blank.
Upsetting. It's good for John. So John on average evades this.
Yep,
there it is.
got it.
On. So the Tavson shot, possibly depending what's closest, would be they're not obstructed.
Nah, but it's only probably going to snip 1 damage through. There you go.
No, you should see 2 to 3 pitches on average.
No, just I mean in terms of what he's going to. Oh no, he's done the half. There you go.
Yeah.
I was expecting just 1 damage there.
Yeah.
But now he's halved. And, I mean, you can show Tavson the dark side if you want, but I don't think you really mind.
Do it. He's got no force left anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
If he had hate.
If he did have hate. So, I mean, the straight moves are blocked by the debris again with Kylo, so he's likely going to have to turn left, but he doesn't want to. He might just punch in a 5 forward and get out of there.
Bank left.
2 bank left toward the Upsilon?
Yeah, it might clear it, but again, you're screwing the Upsilon. Like, it's not. If I was the Upsilon, I would. It's going to be. See, he's cocked a bit.
Yeah.
So he can't 2 bank left and still make the turn.
Yep.
So he has to 2 bank right. I think it's still out of the way of Kylo, but he can't coordinate anyway. Kylo's stressed.
I don't know if I'd do too hard Tavson there. I think I'd probably bank just to keep my options open for next turn. But it's rough.
Kylo has to go forward, but like looking at that spot, if Kylo does a 2 bank right and Tavson 2 turns, Kylo's out. It's home free.
Yeah. 2 bank, okay.
There it is.
I think we're going to see a very fast, maybe bank move with Kylo. Maybe a 3 bank down toward the edge of the board. Not really sure. Reinforce back. I probably would have Oh no, Kylo's stressed, of course.
Yeah.
See, there's the 1 bank. I don't think, is he on the debris?
No. Oh, yeah.
Quite. Yep, that's
No,
right.
no.
Spray and pray. 4 dice is so much. And the Kylo's probably doing a 2 forward or 2 bank. There we go. 2 bank.
2 bank.
Yep.
Yeah.
Target lock again.
Yep. Target lock and I probably barrel roll.
Yeah,
left.
barrel roll left. Once you get like Morgan in control, you can feel the game change.
Yeah.
So Morgan's becoming a lot quicker. He's becoming a lot more kind of. He knows exactly what he needs to do now. Yeah. There's the 5 forward.
He must clear it.
I did not think he would clear that. Okay, there you go. Clear.
Nice.
Interesting. So he's able to get out, but he's got a target lock now. He's in the corner of the board.
Yeah, and there's only so much you can do. I'd still boost.
Yeah,
Get out of that Tavson
absolutely.
arc, 100%. Yeah, I don't think how close that was. I still think the one bank's correct, rigged, because I mean 5 straight. Yeah, 5 straight was still an arc. Like if you clip that debris, so I think it's like I talked about earlier. You want to be aiming at Kylo while having a consolation prize of shooting at something else, and that's what the one bank's done. Like that's from our playbook. Pressure Kylo, but in the event he arc dodges, you punish something else, and that's what he's doing. I mean, not that it really matters because Tavson's not shooting again, but you pressure Kylo. Kylo's now been applied pressure and he's leaving, and we now put it onto Tavson.
Thanos.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, one of them.
The Upsilon. Yeah,
It is. Oh, he's bumped it. Yeah.
We're all doing it.
Those bloody silences, mate.
Yeah, they're
even last
spiky.
game, they're too big.
They are.
They look sweet, but they're too big.
They look awesome.
Cocked
3 hits, pretty good.
Mate, when a cocked is blank, it's a free target lock.
Yeah, it's true.
How upsetting is it when a cocked is blank, mate? You're just looking at it going, you get to re-roll that.
So it is upsetting that Morgan's Tavson's stressed and will be probably stressed again, but it's not too bad.
No, it's okay. Again, like he has to, 2 turns coming from Thanosson.
Yep.
So
Probably 2 bank with
I
Tavson.
think you want to clear and game 1, you know?
Yeah.
So with his Tavson or Tavson or whatever the hell you say, I think you still do the 2 bank, but it kind of mucks Kylo up. So I don't know if he will.
Kylo's in a
Like,
position where
Kylo's
he can just go
MVP.
2 forward,
Like, he
though, right?
2 forward should fit there, yeah. But you don't want to make your Kylo moves awkward because like he's MVP. Like Tavson doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Because-
You're talking about Morgan's?
Yeah, Tavson doesn't matter in that like if it went to time,
Yeah.
Morgan's Kylo's full health, the other Kylo's half. So you don't compromise Kylo because no matter what happens, you just don't want to lose half on your Kylo and you win. You win at the end.
He's already got half Kylo, doesn't he? Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
he does. That's what I mean. So like
Yep.
his win condition is already met. He's met one win condition. He's currently moving towards his second one, which is just annihilating your opponent.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But I mean, if he keeps the tail on John's Kylo, he can just stay there the whole time.
Yeah.
And win on time.
yeah, exactly. So
I think the 2 bank there is really nice.
yeah,
of
you get a
Tavson.
good shot. Yeah.
Yep. Range 1 shot, spray and pray.
Because the one bank, it's nice, but
No, you want to clear the stress. It's not
you're
blue.
bumping up. Yeah, I would rather prefer to just lose one game one is what I prefer to do. So I wouldn't be reinforcing here.
No.
I'd focus.
Yeah,
good
focus.
move. It's too easy for his ship to be in the middle of both. You know, where you just get screwed.
Yeah. I mean, both of them are going to be.
I'm so glad they changed that ruling with reinforce, where if a tiny bit's in the front, it's front.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they changed it to actually you nailed the move, so therefore you get nothing.
Yeah.
I really like that.
What's Kylo do?
This
Barrel
is
out,
why the reinforce would have been a bad move. Not only does he not get it for Tavson, but Kylo was in a spot where he could flip either side.
Yep, absolutely. And John's Thanosson again is out of position because he's effectively blocked the 2 hard off of Tavson. So he just has to keep going straight and copy more shots.
Yep.
What have we done? 1 hard.
John has to get real aggressive with his Kylo right now. He has
Yep,
to
he's behind.
boost.
It's rough though because
you could
Kylo's got a target lock.
I want to say you can roll out,
Yeah.
but you're giving room to Morgan's Kylo to do something next turn.
Yeah. What would you be picking on? Because, I mean, John's likely going to stall or go real slow with his
I think
Upsilon.
focus boost right now
He's not a
on
bad shot.
his Kylo because Tavson's stressed, so you can focus boost, get a free shot on Tavson. Morgan's Tavson's only got 7 left, so you know work towards the end game of killing that thing and trying to
Yep.
get half of Morgan's Kylo, which is worth more. So if in the situation of half Kylo versus half Kylo, John wins.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, nice.
Focus boost. Yeah, that was a
great.
good shot.
Nice.
It's just always scary because Morgan's Kylo has a double modded shot on John now. On John's Kylo, he's got a target lock. He's got double
Should be pretty
focus.
safe though.
He should be at
So
4.
for agility, your average is 2, 2, 3. Below average takes a damage. On average takes nothing. Above average takes nothing.
Now
Oh,
quick
yeah,
draw's
there's quick
coming
draw.
back. Yep. Here we go.
Ready for that 5 straight.
Barrel roll,
Yeah.
5 straight.
Like a missile. That's how I used to
Absolute
treat my
hammer.
quick draw in 1.0.
Yeah, it was a different beast back in 1.0 though, wasn't it?
It was not just a missile, it was a nuclear weapon.
I still do love quick draw in 2.0.
Yeah, he's great. And he's
fantastic.
pretty cheap as well.
Yeah.
I think he's in a
59.
great spot for his points costing.
Yeah, so he's Morgan's probably conceded the fact that he's not going to get much on
4
Kylo.
hits. 3 hits.
3 damage.
So 3 shields, got 1 left.
Yeah, he's just going to wipe ships off the board.
Yeah.
What we got?
Focus, yeah, nothing can happen to him.
Half health on Tavson.
Yeah, but I can't see that bottom, that top dice. Was that 3 or was that 2?
It was 2.
It was 2.
Oh no, it was 3. Sorry. Whoa!
Big roll.
Full hit.
Big roll.
Another evade off Tavson.
Ouch.
Tannison.
Anderson. See, now you're doing
Yeah, I'm doing it. So do you stall with Petty Officer?
Yep.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that puts Morgan's Kylo in a relatively awkward position. However, he's going to be full force.
Full force target lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I would stall with John this turn.
Yep.
It's too good a spot to hold Morgan still in.
Yep. And then, I mean, if John decides to try and put pressure on Morgan's Kylo, we've got a 5 forward, maybe target lock with quick draw.
I think John's 2-turn clips that debris.
Do you?
Yeah, but again, it doesn't matter because you're going to be sitting in that pocket of Tavson.
Yeah, but
It
you're
all
going to get
depends
shot
what.
by Kylo.
So knowing that if you back the play and say I think that I'm calling you on it, and I think that that's going to touch, you're risking the win condition holding Kylo still, but you potentially could get a great shot on him.
Yeah, yep.
And that's a gamble. You could win the game off that.
That's true, yep.
But again, you've already won the game. You're risking the win condition. 20 minutes left to do 3 points of damage to Kylo. Not ideal.
No. Even if you are moving second.
Yes.
Be very interested to see what happens here. 5 forward,
I
target lock
don't
on
know if the
Kylo
5
is
forward
massive.
fits, to be honest. Like, it's kind of awkward angle on that Petty Officer.
Oh, no.
Oh, quick draw.
On quick draw, yeah, 5 forward.
Absolutely.
It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't think the 5 forward off.
Okay, I would have
Oh, he's
stalled there.
moved. I would have stalled for sure.
Look, because that really just spoils Kylo.
He might be turning in toward quick draw.
Yeah, I mean, it's points.
All right. That has ruined the 5 forward target lock.
So, I mean, 5 forward, quick draw, barrel roll, he's out.
Yep,
So-
it is, yeah. But he won't have the double mods on Kylo. So,
Yeah, single mods, though. He's still got Fanatical.
Yeah.
Fanatical.
that's true.
Fanatical always upsets me because all of the first order ships have shields.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
But 2 points would be pretty nasty if they didn't have shields. Like
Oh,
2
yeah.
points for a free hit, like, every day of the week.
Oh, he bumped
Oh
Kylo
my
again.
God, Morgan.
All right, so that was a 2 bank.
The chips are too big, mate. Look, every ship on the table, bar quick draw, is too big.
Quick draw's perfect. So we've cleared the stress. Do we jam?
Yeah, I would jam.
No, he's failed, I think.
No, that
but he
might be
will
it.
be able to get it on. Yep, Tannison.
Yeah,
anyway.
just jam Tavson.
Yep.
Exactly, that's how it works. You jam and measure.
Yeah. It doesn't declare.
Yeah, it's like measuring target lock. You go,
Yep.
I'm going to target lock.
And
You
then
can measure to
everyone.
everything in range, including obstacles, and then go.
Absolutely.
Looks like they've ruled it, though, the other way.
Really? No, it looks like it was in range.
That's what I'm saying, but you don't just jam. Oh, sorry, you measured here first. So
Yeah,
you
no,
have
not at all.
That's old school 1.0.
Yeah.
Where you target lock and you declare the target.
And then you fail or
Yeah.
succeed.
So
What have we done with John's?
again, I think Morgan realises it actually doesn't matter because
Oh,
you just,
very good jam there.
well, he's not getting an action anyway. So
Yeah, that's
leaves the
very
game
true.
to-
I thought, I mean, Morgan was preparing for the 2 hard away. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like you quick draw 5 straight.
Yep, there it is.
Do you
Do you just...
target lock Kylo, or do you not give him a chance and not give him the 4 attack dice? So I would treat that threat as absolute. To me, that's 4 hits.
Yeah,
It's 4 hits.
absolutely.
It's 4 hits.
It's dead. It's a dead quick draw.
Quick draws on 2, she dies on average to that attack. But could you trade her for Kylo?
The thing is, I mean, how much has Kylo got left? 3. He's only got 2 force.
Don't forget Thanason's only got 4. I mean, you just target lock Thanason.
No, he's going to barrel roll
that's
out,
good.
ensure it.
Nice.
Fanatical, maybe put some pressure on, strip some
Oh,
mods.
yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Range 2.
Because Morgan's got the target lock on Kylo from his Kylo.
He does,
So,
yep.
like, you could...
What do we see? Oh, Fanatical for
Nasty.
3, there we go. And we've spent 1 of the force.
Takes 2.
We won't see
I think he goes to 1.
Yep. Take 1.
Okay, he goes to 2.
So he's only got 1 force mod now.
Yep. But he's on 2 health.
Yep, so 3 on 4. This is going to be interesting.
Kylo should see 3.
He should.
I think we'll see another damage go through. I think John would be very unlucky if
Ooh, here we go.
if
3.
Kylo died here.
I agree. No. So, oh, he's just nattied out of it.
I think he should have taken maybe. I think on average he takes 1 more, but
Yep.
3 into 2.
The win condition is still present though, so he's done 2 hits. He might see a dead. No, we're all good. Oof, that was scary. It's always scary when you get shot.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but still not looking pretty.
Okay. So do we stall with Tavson now?
So Kylo's unstressed. So you got to coordinate coming his way.
Yeah, that's true.
There's in no world is Tavson, Morgan's Tavson getting a shot this round. So I'd probably chuck out the coordinate to Kylo and whatever it is. So he's moving. So you could potentially focus barrel left.
Yep.
I don't know what that does for you, but or he just focuses, or he just target locks. Like it's got options.
It's got a lot of options. Yep.
Would you stall on Thanasson?
That was
Or
my
2
question,
turn
but
left.
as you said, I mean, Morgan's got all the information now with the coordinate off Kylo.
Yeah.
So he, if you try and block, it doesn't really do anything.
No,
I'd
he
probably
can
try and put pressure on quick draw just for point's sake. Because if a miracle happens and you get half points on Kylo,
You would, yeah.
yeah.
Well, you have to kill Tavson as well.
You
But
just
you
have to
win.
get half on tabs. Oh no, he's already got it.
Nah, he's got
yeah,
half
no,
on
so
there.
my bad.
Half points on Morgan's Kylo still, and killing.
And killing quick draw gets him in the lead.
Yeah.
Gets John in the lead.
Yeah, because it's basically 40 and 30, so another 70 points, which puts him 1 point in front.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
I'd be going for that.
yeah, I'd be going for the 2 hard. You got to make some change now.
What's he get for killing Tavson? He gets another 31 points and 40, so that works out.
Yeah, 70 will.
No, he'd be 120 something. He'd be less. He has to get half Kylo, kill quick draw.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you asked Tavson. My
Yeah,
bad.
if
Yep.
you-
You have to have half Kylo,
Yeah.
which is a difficult proposition.
I just wouldn't allow it.
No,
I
never
wouldn't even
would.
give him a chance at
Absolutely not. I mean, you just stay in. I mean, you could even turn into Thanasson and just start putting pressure on Kylo,
it. Yeah, that's it.
reacquire the middle of the board and move away.
I've seen a lot of squads where they switch to blackout, and this is where you can see there's a difference here. So one, if blackout double repositions, unless his Fanatical's up and running, he's got no mods on his tack.
Lone Wolf's pretty good.
Yeah, Lone Wolf's decent, but with 3 ships it can be hard.
Oh, yeah.
Not impossible. It can stay up a lot, and it makes you fly differently.
Done a 1 hard there.
Yeah, he's just gone tight. I don't think the 2 would have hit the rock, but
I think it would have dodged Kylo, though.
like a 2 onto quick draw on jamming, it's not bad. Again, because I don't think his Kylo can shoot his quick draw. I don't think he can.
No, not from here. Do you do a 3 hard with quick draw or a 2 hard?
You could just 1 forward, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
if
very
you're
true.
coordinating Kylo, and let's say Kylo's 2 turning right, so you coordinate a focus, he barrels back, 2 turns right. Both of them shooting at Tavson with only 1 health left, he's dead.
Yep,
So while it is a good move, you could potentially just remove the threat.
that's very true. Right, so
We're
the
not
pressure's going to be
100%
on.
sure on how it versus 5Ys. We didn't get to practice it, and didn't verse it.
So this is why I probably would have done the 2 hard, even for a focus. It could be the difference between Thanasson dying or not.
Yeah.
But we're going to see a wipe Thanasson likely. So you could be right. The one forward.
Yeah, he's going to try and block it.
Try and block the 1 forward.
He might be in range of Thanasson or Tavson's there, maybe. It's pretty close. That's the thing about these Upsilons, man. Like, they just being in range of them potentially
Scary as,
it's
right?
terrifying because you can just pop.
Yeah. Absolutely. It is a terrifying proposition. Here we go. So we're going to see a wipe of Thanison likely.
Yeah, Thanison should die here.
Yeah, look at that.
I'd target lock on quick draw. Absolute
Absolutely.
confidence. Or do you spin backwards?
Oh.
And trust the Kylo. No, good. You don't trust the Kylo kills it.
I mean, you can still rotate backwards and do a double shot here.
4 hits from quick draw.
Yeah. So that's.
What'd you say, sorry?
Well, I mean, he could have target locked and spun, so he gets fanatical on Thanison and fanatical on Kylo, and then he gets a Kylo shot anyway.
That is
I would have done it.
greedy. I would have done that. That is great. I like that.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah, that's fine. So now Kylo's going to finish him off. I definitely would have taken the double tap off quick draw.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. I like that. Super
Fanatical
greedy.
on both.
Yeah, super greedy. I like that. Would you target lock quick Kylo?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're pretty.
Knowing that Kylo has a quick target shot. Kylo's
target
going
lock
to do
focus,
3 to 4,
right?
so
Yeah, there it is. So it would have been 3 damage on Kylo
imagine
then.
that.
It would have been a beautiful finish.
you'd frame that quick draw, wouldn't
Oh
you?
yeah. I haven't done that in 2.0 yet. Because you get real hesitant to turn the arc.
Yeah, it gets awkward. I mean, you're moving at 6, so you have the absolute information of it.
Yeah, you do. That was a beautiful one bank in between those two ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Morgan probably wins in this round, if not the next one.
I reckon John's going to turn and burn just to leave.
Yeah,
There's no turn he has that will get him a good shot.
I mean it's final table. If he loses it, MOV's not going to get him
Yeah,
anything.
it doesn't
I'd
matter.
probably come in and try and do something.
What I'm saying is, like, let's say 2 banks and barrels away.
Yeah,
It opens him for a 2-turn boost in and a quality shot
Very
on
true.
quick draw possibly, or he's got to start getting more points. Whereas if he's just 2 turns now, there's no, because where quick draw is, it kind of makes the barrel roll in awkward, or there's no good boost no matter which way you go that will help you in the long run.
Yeah.
So maybe a 2 bank or a 3 bank, he's unstressed. 3 bank, roll down. That old classic Suntir, roll out, turn in.
Yep, absolutely. Suntir in hyperspace, here we come. Yeah, the 2 hard off Kylo. Reacquire, well, get a target lock,
Yeah.
put the pressure on.
Target lock, barrel right.
And quick draw's probably in a good position to sloop in where Kylo just was.
There's that.
There we go.
So you just open up that arc.
Absolutely.
And it makes it very hard. So even like if, let's say, he did what you were talking about, turning in, he's just going to copper range 1.
I think he has turned in. Yep, there it is. Going to copper range 1.
Yeah.
He won't be able to get out of that unless he could.
He has to burn both actions to get out of that.
Yeah.
Again, that's basically conceding defeat. He has to stay there.
Yep.
He needs half Kylo. What was it?
It was half Kylo and
He
kill
needs everything.
quick
It's
draw.
160
now he
points
does,
on the
yeah.
table now.
Yeah. With 8 minutes. I mean, it's possible. Very unlikely.
Yeah. I mean, QD can just 1 bank, flip it backwards, and target lock.
Yep.
One thing about 2.0, those random little 2-hit attacks.
They
tag me the most. They just upset me. They just tag me all the time.
Gas cloud's coming though, mate. Don't have to worry about it
yeah.
for too much longer.
Our Lord and Savior.
Too strong. All right, here we go. So the 3 sloop, there it is.
Nice. I think
Even onto
with the gas clouds, to use them, do you have to take a strain, or is it if you go over, you take a strain token?
I've heard that all you do is miss your action step.
I believe there's a strain involved in there.
I hope so.
I don't like the way you're looking at me.
All right, here we go. This could be it.
Yeah, range 3, might see 3, should see 2. There's 2.
Dodged.
Kylo should be fine there.
Oh, he has to spend a mod. Okay,
That's
so
good.
he spent a force.
Yeah.
The range 1 shot. He's got 2 left on Kylo though. Target
Kylo,
lock.
Kylo.
Whoa.
4. That's big. So Kylo's taking 1. He's dead.
Yep. No,
dead.
he's yeah.
Yeah.
One is a hit, the other is the panic. And he's dead. But I get revenge shot. Because I've got this.
Here we go. That was it, guys.
There we go.
Gonna see a. Okay, so just 2 shields
He
down.
didn't even let me get half point.
All right, there we go, guys. Morgan won it, 198, 200 to 61. So
Nice.
there you go. Good on you, Morgan. Now it's going to be a swarm against Kylo, quick draw, Tavson.
Yeah. Not a crack swarm, but a crack swarm.
What do you reckon?
Does he have? I'm not sure. I've seen Morgan pick apart swarms before.
That's the thing, right?
Tim's a pretty good player. I mean, Tim normally plays aces, so he's got a pretty good
Yeah.
idea of what to expect.
Yeah.
Should be a good game.
It will be a good
I
game.
can't really put a prediction. I mean, can't really put a prediction either way, to be honest.
I think Kylo against the Swarm is a massive boon for
I
Morgan.
hate Kylo as well.
Oh,
Every
it's-
time he tags him, he's just getting defensive back.
Yeah, it's massive.
So, like, hate will pay dividends there if he does get tagged. I had, like, at 4 dice attack, Tavson's nasty against swarms. Shoot me once, hit me twice, I'll be focused target level reinforced.
Yep, that's right.
So Tavson just stops taking much damage.
Yeah.
And yesterday I played against like a swarm, and it was a 4 dice attack from Bobber, which is basically a Tavson range 2 and 3.
Yep.
You can just straight pop TIE fighters. So I'm thinking that Morgan should be able to get rid of Iden very quickly
Yeah.
because he's got that strength of attack. I think quick draw. If I was Tim, I'm going to melt quick draw.
You do,
Turn
yeah.
one.
But the thing, I think what you've just said is completely true. So Tavson effectively removes Iden within the first
Iden
couple
should go
rounds.
first round
And
because
then-
if he melts quick draw,
Yeah.
shoot twice, Tavson shooting and Kylo shooting.
Oh, absolutely.
The item will be used on Hal, and Hal still potentially could die.
I think Kylo's too quick for the Swarm, to be honest. That's my prediction.
Yeah, it's the old
and-
Sun Tzu thing. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like, just pick a bar. As soon as you blow Iden, sure, they've got a lot of hello, Finkstar, how you going? You
must
you
be
got,
talking to me, mate.
it was a plural there.
Plural. No, he's talking to the stream.
You fart in the room and
Yeah.
you insult me. I get it.
It's all good.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, that's my prediction. I mean, props to Tim for making it this far. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But one of these guys is going to Worlds.
That's true.
It's going to be good.
I don't know if they're going to grandfather
Hey,
the...
joining me there, huh?
Oh, not me though, currently. I think Tim made a great call on the crack swarm.
Yeah. It's a strong
Heaps of
squad
Y-Wings out there,
right
man.
now.
Like, you just obliterate Y-Wings.
Well, that's what he did in the top 8 game. He basically, the pilot skill killed them one after the other.
It's painful.
Yeah, it was. It killed Biggs first round, then it was a Y-Wing second round, and it was just one by one.
Oh.
It was great.
I mean, I'd feel sorry for the Rebel Salad Spud, whatever you want to call it, Rebel Spud player. But
He knocked us
don't.
both out of the cut.
I know, I got
Yeah.
Rebel Spudded.
Yeah, I got Rebel spotted in the final dice roll.
Pleasant, isn't it?
Uh,
Did you really enjoy it?
Oh, man, I loved that game.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. It's like eating raw capsicum. All right, I'll hand it over to Abby. I think is going to be doing the next game.
I don't know if they're going to have a break now.
Oh, they could.
It's around
Break?
lunchtime.
Yep.
So
true.
we're probably going to have a lunch break. We'll put up on the stream when we know what time they're coming back. Half an hour or something like that. Maybe 45 minutes at best.
Who are you talking to, Travis?
Hey, it's me.
You do have a better beard. I'll give
It's a
you
great
that.
beer. But Travis saying, look at this beautiful bastard. I look like Travis. Has to be me, mate.
Fair enough. All right, guys, I'll hand it over and we'll have a lunch break.
Yeah. See you guys.